here's the brutal truth that happens to most indie games. Not because they're bad, but because they believe the biggest lie in gaming. Build it and they will come. They don't and they won't. Today I'm going to prove it by showing you what the games that actually did blow up did differently. We're talking real case studies, real strategies, real results. A lot of developers think Steam works like this. Make a great game, Steam recommends it to players, profit. That's not how it works. Steam doesn't find players for you, it amplifies players that you already brought to the party. Think of it like a nightclub with a queue. If no one's queuing outside, the bouncer doesn't wave random strangers in. But if you've got 100 people waiting outside, he opens the rope. You have to build that queue. Steam sees wishlists, traffic, and click-through rates. When those numbers spike, Steam thinks, people want this, and starts showing it to even more people. But the spike? That has to come from you, from outside of Steam. So here's the question. How do you build that queue before your game even launches? To find out, I analysed a load of successful games that absolutely nailed it. The single most powerful move that you can make as an indie developer costs you nothing but time. It's a demo. Not a trailer, not a GIF, not a tweet, a free, playable demo. Here's why. A trailer is something people watch and will probably watch quite passively while scrolling. A demo is something people play, share, screenshot, clip, and talk about. It's the difference between showing someone a photo of a roller coaster and letting them ride it. Take Schedule 1, a game about running a drug empire made by one guy in Sydney called Tyler. Zero marketing budget, zero PR agency, zero paid ads. What did Tyler do? He dropped a free demo on Steam, and that's one of the main reasons Schedule 1 blew up. But here's the genius bit. He designed the demo full of moments that were impossible not to share. Funny situations, emergent chaos, stuff that made you want to clip it, post it, send it to your mate. The result is 23,000 followers before the game even launched. Streamers picked it up organically and TikTok blew up with user-generated clips. The game launched in early access and immediately hit a 98% positive rating on Steam with over 10,000 reviews in the first few days. One developer, zero budget, but millions of players. A demo did that. And Schedule 1 wasn't alone. Nearly every successful indie game that I analysed for this video used a demo as their primary launch weapon. The developers of Dispatch, a tactical co-op game from Ad Hoc Studio, built their entire pre-launch strategy around a single festival demo slot during Steam Next Fest. Just in case you've been living under a rock, Steam Next Fest is a free Valve-run event where demos get promoted directly on the Steam homepage. Thousands of players try demos they would never have searched for, and crucially, creators flood YouTube and TikTok with Steam Next Fest Picks videos. It's free primetime advertising, and all you need to qualify is a demo. The Dispatch team built a content calendar around it. Teaser, demo reveal, Steam Next Fest coverage, release date announcement, launch trailer. Every step logically fed into the next one. Just think of it as keeping people excited without going quiet for too long. Okay, so you've got your demo, and now someone asks, what social media should I be on? A lot of developers do the worst possible thing. They make accounts on everything. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Blue Sky, Discord, Twitch, Reddit. Then they post nothing on any of them. Or they post the same trailer on all of them and wonder why nobody cares. I also did this when we were developing our first failed game, but I quickly realised how pointless and time-consuming it is to spread yourself too thin. Here's a different way to think about it. Social media platforms serve two very different jobs. Discovery platforms are where people who've never heard of you find your game, and retention platforms where people who already love your game stay connected to you. Most developers confuse the two. They treat Discord like a billboard and X like a support group. It should be the opposite. Let me break each platform down with real examples. TikTok is currently the most powerful discovery tool for indie games, especially if your game has any of the following: funny physics bugs, chaotic emergent moments, I can't believe that just happened gameplay, a weird or hilarious premise. You don't even need an official account for TikTok to work for you. Schedule One had no official TikTok. The developer never posted a single video there, but players were posting their own clips, and those videos racked up tens of thousands of likes and drove massive traffic back to Steam. That's not luck. Tyler built a game that was engineered to create these moments. Now, Wobbly Life took a more direct approach. They actually ran paid TikTok ads during their 1.0 launch, and here's the interesting part. Their agency ran the same ads on TikTok and YouTube at the same time to compare performance. TikTok won by a lot. Lower cost per view, higher engagement, better return on every dollar spent. So they reallocated their budget towards TikTok and leaned into short, chaotic, user-generated moments as their core creative approach. Basically, if your game has funny, surprising, or chaotic moments, film them, post them short and without any fancy polish. Post them raw. TikTok rewards authenticity over polish. While TikTok gets players excited for 10 seconds, YouTube builds the kind of trust that builds a wishlister into an actual buyer. YouTube is where people go when they want to know more. It's where first impressions, deep dives, and devlogs convince someone to hit that wishlist button. If the games we looked at for this study are anything to go by, your YouTube channel should have two things: an official game trailer that's good enough to live on your Steam page, and regular development updates or logs that show progress and build a story. The team behind Necess, a survival crafting game that spent 6 years in early access, took YouTube further than almost anyone else in this study. Every single Wednesday at 8 p.m, the developers ran a live community stream, but not a developer Q&A, which would have been more like a presentation. They just played the game on a public server with their fans. Anyone could join, anyone could play alongside the actual developers, and they archived every single stream as a playlist. Think about what that does. It makes your players feel like insiders. It makes your game look fun, because it is fun, and the developers are visibly loving it. And every stream is another piece of content sitting on YouTube, attracting new viewers for months after it aired. This is developer marketing at its most genuine. No budget, no agency, just showing up every week. Right, we need to talk about Reddit, because Reddit is where most developers go wrong. And Reddit is kind of a raw topic for me because it's my biggest failure. But I've learnt so much from the mistakes I made. Reddit is not a broadcasting platform, it's a conversation. The developers who win on Reddit do it by becoming genuine members of their communities. They answer questions, they post devlogs, they admit when things went wrong, they share the messy reality of development, not the polished PR version. After Schedule One launched, Tyler was personally active on our Schedule One every day, responding to players, reading bug reports, publishing his public development roadmap so the community could see exactly what was coming next. What did that create? Advocates. Players who would write paragraphs defending the game in Steam reviews because they felt personally invested in Tyler's journey. The Necess team did the same thing on our Necess. Their developer account posted updates, responded to bug reports, and, crucially, publicly acknowledged when they missed a promised feature at launch. They apologised, transparently, on Reddit. Most PR teams would have tried to bury that. The Necess developers posted about it openly, and the community loved them for it. Authenticity on Reddit is worth way more than any press release. If TikTok is where strangers discover you and Reddit is where fans engage with you, Discord is where your community actually lives. Think of it as your game's private club. The people in your Discord are your most loyal players, your best testers, your most vocal advocates. These are the people who write reviews on day one, who tell their friends, who post clips without being asked. But Discord only works if the developer shows up. Tyler used Schedule One Discord as a live feedback loop. Player suggestions that came in through Discord went directly into the development roadmap. Players could literally watch their ideas become features. That's not customer service, that's co-development, and it creates the kind of loyalty that money genuinely cannot buy. The team behind Monbazoo, a realistic car restoration simulator, took an even more extreme approach. They skipped Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram entirely. Their whole community strategy was just Reddit and Discord. It sounds like a crazy risk, but it worked, because their specific audience, people who are deeply into car restoration, lived on Reddit and Discord. They weren't browsing TikTok for car mechanic content. Let's be honest about Twitter, or X, or whatever you want to call it. It's not a growth platform for indie developers anymore. Organic reach is minimal, the algorithm is chaotic, and your followers won't really see your posts unless they actually follow you really closely. But here's what Twitter is still really good for: media, press, and professional credibility. Journalists check Twitter, streamers check Twitter, other developers check Twitter. When you're about to launch a game, your X profile is essentially a professional business card that signifies you're serious. I wrote off X about the same time as a lot of people and jumped over to Blue Sky with a good chunk of the game dev community. But it seems that a large majority of game developers are still on X, while Blue Sky is very much still emerging.
The ship will sink.
Tyler kept a tight, professional Twitter account for Schedule 1, posting patch notes, update announcements, and community highlights, not posting 10 times a day hoping for virality. Just keeping a clean, updated record of the game's development. He and many other developers in this study also had a dedicated press kit on the official website, linked from X. That press kit, with proper screenshots, descriptions, and key art, is what made it easy for journalists to write about the game without having to chase for assets. A press kit is free, and not having one costs you coverage. At some point, you're going to want to reach out to YouTubers and streamers, and the temptation is to reach out to the biggest names you can find. Don't. Big creators get hundreds of game pitches every week. Your email gets buried, and even if a mega streamer plays your game, their audience is so broad it might not convert into actual buyers. You want niche creators who speak directly to your target player. Toho Dystopian specifically targeted Toho specialist and roguelike focused content creators, rather than mainstream gaming channels. These creators had smaller audiences, but those audiences were exactly the type of people most likely to buy a niche roguelike. Every view converted at a much higher rate than a general audience. Meanwhile, the boat cleaning game Spilled landed something even more powerful than a streamer review. They secured a full mini-documentary on NoClip, the prestigious YouTube channel known for beautifully produced indie developer features. The angle? The developer literally lived on a boat. That personal story, combined with the boat cleaning game, was irresistible content. The documentary covered the full development arc and drove significant traffic straight to the Steam page. Your story is a marketing asset. Don't hide it, because people are nosy and they're going to want to know about it.
Wait, so they were filming all the time even when we didn't know it? Oh my god.
These are two things that have nothing to do with social media, but they massively affect your success, your price point, and your partnerships. One of the worst things you can do is undervalue what you've built, because if you don't believe in it enough to price it correctly, players won't believe in it enough to buy it. Price is very dependent on the similar games around you and what players are already paying for those games. Say you're making a game like RimWorld, the most common price for games in the same market is between $10 to $20. If the content and quality is similar to RimWorld and you price your game lower than $10, you might think it would make players more likely to buy your game. What you're actually doing is devaluing the other games in that part of Steam. You're not just devaluing yourself, you're devaluing other indie developers. Price is a marketing decision, not a financial one. On the partnership side, Tavern Talk Stories, Dreamwalker, and Piece Together recently partnered with Tiny Bookshop. Both games featured the iconic Tiny Bookshop setup in their games, which is a genius move. They're effectively borrowing credibility and visibility from a game that already has an enormous loyal fan base that are likely to enjoy these two games as well. You don't have to build your audience from scratch. Find the games that your players already love and make friends with those developers. Okay, we've covered a lot of ground, there's a lot to remember, so let's make this simple. Here's the indie game marketing playbook built from what actually worked for real games on Steam. If you can, engineer your demo to produce clips, chaos, and I have to show my friends this moments. Enter Steam Next Fest and other Steam festivals related to your game. Let streamers find it themselves. Pick your discovery platform. TikTok for chaotic, fun games, YouTube for deeper experiences, and pick your attention platform. Discord, almost always. Don't spread yourself too thin. Find the subreddits where your players hang out. Post devlogs, answer questions, share failures, be a person, not a PR machine. Make Discord members feel like insiders. Share your roadmap there first, listen to feedback, turn suggestions into features. They'll love you for it. Keep it updated with milestones and patch notes. Build a press kit on your website. Make it easy for journalists to write about you. Find streamers and YouTubers who specifically serve your game's audience. A small, perfectly targeted creator is worth 10 massive generalists. Make your base price feel like a no-brainer for impulse buyers. Launch with a discount to convert fence sitters immediately. Reach out to developers of complementary games in your genre. A mutual shout-out costs nothing and opens up whole new audiences. If you're watching this as a developer and thinking, I'll leave marketing till later, this video is your wake-up call. The developers behind Schedule 1, Necess, Wobbly Life, Dispatch, and actually every other game we looked at for this research, they're doing this while building their game. Not after, not at launch, during development. Marketing isn't a separate job you hand off at the end. It's the conversation you have with your future players as you build. Start the demo early, start the Discord early, start posting devlogs early. The queue outside your nightclub doesn't form on opening night. It forms in the weeks and months before, because you made enough noise that people wanted to be there. So go and make some noise, your game really deserves it. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful in any way, I would love it if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel. I literally celebrate every single new subscriber because it means that we can keep doing research on games, bringing you gaps in the market, all of that. We really appreciate your support. So yeah, subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.